I am so sorry, my love. For all of human history, mankind has waited for something to come along that would bring the best relationship wisdom to our fingertips so that all couples could be happy. But now all of the tests and checklists on the internet show that we were never meant to be together.
But dearest, we've only checked the first 100 top-rated relationship sites. There are still 3,447 more to go.
But my darling, the evidence is overwhelming. Even the compatibility app shows that we're just like our parents and we'll be at each other's throats in just 4 months.
But until that, we'll have 3 months of heavenly bliss. And whenever we're not making mad, passionate love, we'll find an app that'll take all of our personality flaws and turn them into adorable traits.
But sweetie, the conflict resolution app shows that every time we even just talk about money, we'll end up screaming and throwing things at each other.
That was an hour ago, my pet. Since then, I've come to realize that women need more pocket money so that they can light up the world with their beauty.
Cliff, even the porn star app shows that I'll end up getting more sexual satisfaction from sex toys than I will ever get from you.
Nothing will stop me from perfecting my technique so that you'll enjoy all the health benefits of morning and evening orgasms. But Sugar Plum, don't fret. You can't give up on love already. It's been 2 days since we've met.
All I ever wanted was for someone to appear in my life out of nowhere and fill my empty life with beautiful thoughts and feelings. But now I see I'm just destined to be alone with my cats, who will give me the unconditional love I so desperately need.
This situation's not your fault, my dearest darling. You're perfect in every way. The fault is mine. And I want you to know that I've downloaded hundreds of apps that I haven't even seen yet, that I'm going to go through to make sure that I become the kind of person that you need. For instance, here's an app called Time Out. When I leave my phone on, the instant it detects that we're on the verge of screaming and yelling at each other, it'll say time out, and then we have to go to different rooms and finish the argument over the phones. Then the app turns what we're yelling at each other into calm, rational conversation, even sprinkling like loving comments.
My dear, sweet Cliff. It's not you, it's our biologies. After years of extensive research, evolutionary biologists have determined that the genders were never compatible to begin with. Our brains are only wired for brief, meaningless relationships.
I also have hundreds of social network apps that specialize in fixing relationships, like this one. All we have to do is post a video of our argument online, and then thousands of couples who've gone through exactly what we've gone through, they'll tell us how they handled it.
And that's why evolution has made us believe in love at first sight, and that love is blind, so that we would perpetuate the race before we came to our senses.
And then there's this one, run by filmmakers. So based on the answers that we give a questionnaire, a staff of writers, they'll create as many drafts as it takes until our relationship becomes a great love story. Then not only will out-of-work actors show us how to play the critical scenes, if I can't hit those roles right, a director will take me through it step by step.
And evolutionary biologists calculate that at our current state of development, it'll be another 50 million years before our brains are capable of turning that fantasy of what an amazing love life could be into reality.
No, it's a little pricey. At $500 an hour, but in this case, money really can buy happiness. And if our love story gets greenlighted for a movie, it could turn a profit.
Please stop, my love. You have no idea how much it pains me to see you torture yourself this way.
And see that? I just signed up to get an online master's degree in feminine psychology. And when I graduate the Women's University, they'll say that I'll become the kind of man that any woman will fall in love with.
You don't understand, my love. The only thing we need now is the Suicide Watch app to keep tabs on us for the next couple of years until we stop obsessing about each other's lives on a daily basis.
No, my dear, sweet, adorable Renata, you don't understand. The science of relationships is only in its infancy. We know more about going to Mars than we know about how to make each other happy. But with the invention of the internet, science has taken off. And just like high tech, it's evolving at an exponential rate.
But my darling, that means that only the rich will be able to make their relationships work. No one else will have the resources to hire the hundreds of people to plow through the mountains of data just to find what makes them happy.
No. Any day now, some geek in college is going to create the next $100 billion idea. And that'll make it possible for computer networks to prevent all the human race's stupid mistakes. Like saying things in the heat of the moment that we don't mean and can't take back.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right, my sweet. But with the rise of technology now, we don't have to wait until we're 90 to find out how to become a perfect, happy couple.
And if you and I start a charity, the contributions from the billions of couples in the same predicament we're in could take years off that.
Exactly. And when corporations find out all the trillions they can make off of couples like us, they're not just going to push it out, they're going to send it out in months rather than in decades.
Once Washington gives them the hundreds of billions of dollars they need to keep the jobs created in America.
So you see, my love, we don't have to give up on love just yet. If we stay together, one day soon, we'll bring light and hope to the millions of struggling couples, regardless of their sexual orientation, of the story of how our love conquered all.
I can hardly wait.
Look, for 10,000 years, playwrights, novelists, poets, and psychologists have put in billions of man-hours of arduous work, trying to figure out how to make relationships all that we dreamed they could be. And unfortunately, the results have been kind of disappointing. And so we find ourselves in this ironic situation. The fate of mankind is now in your hands, of all people, the viewers of this video. So in the comments, please tell app developers what kinds of apps are needed so all of us on the planet won't accidentally screw up the best thing that will ever happen in our lives. Ideas for apps that will get you hundreds of millions of nominations for the Nobel Prize for changing the course of human history when it comes to relationships. And I'm sure that when the app developers make billions of dollars off your ideas, they'll cut you in for 20% of the net profits.